welcome back to my channel. My name is Allie, if you're new to my channel, and welcome to Beauty with a Purpose. So if you are new to my channel, my name is Allie. I upload 4 videos a week, beauty, Bible, and lifestyle. So if any of those interest you, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and let's get into today's video. So for today's video, I have for you guys my August beauty and lifestyle favorites. And the reason being is because I did actually have some lifestyle favorites and some things I just gravitated towards last month. So let's just go ahead and start with the beauty favorites, because of course, like always, there's always a lot of those. So my first beauty favorite are these that I just hauled. I think you guys seen it so I think you guys saw these in my vlog last week, and these are the pre-permed push-up eyelashes from Salon Perfect in the style 671. They're what I'm wearing today, and you guys, I love these lashes. I'm starting to kind of just gravitate more towards Salon Perfect rather than Kiss, because I just feel like Salon Perfect's actually cheaper than Kiss. I don't know. And it's only by like a few bucks, or like a few cents at Walmart that they're cheaper. But like if you want to buy King. But I don't know, like I really like Salon Perfect because their bands are, so anyways, yeah, I don't know, I just really like these lashes. I feel like they're light and fluttery, and if I put them on right, they don't lift. I can't feel them like poking the inner corner or poking the outer corner. Now, of course, that has a lot to do with trimming them to fit your eyes, but I do really like these lashes. Again, these are the pre-permed push-up eyelashes, medium curl natural lift in the style 671. Okay, so we're just gonna do these two as one because they're the same exact brand. So the sprays, a couple of the sprays that I've been loving, and I've been using these as priming sprays, and just like if I need a refresh throughout the day, these are the facial prime and setting mist sprays by Giovanni. I have refreshing and calming, and I feel like these make a huge difference in my makeup application. There's been days where I'll forget to use these, and I can kind of tell that foundations or anything like that like aren't cooperating with my skin the same way as if I had used these sprays. So I really do like these sprays. The mist is nice and fine, and it's just like So continuing on with sprays, the next spray I'm going to mention is the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. I'm definitely going to have to buy the full size of this one because you guys, this really does make your makeup last. Now I know in my vlog whenever we went to Abilene, it kind of didn't last throughout water, but of course I was at a splash pad. I was constantly getting wet, so makeup's not going to make it through that. Okay, so the next spray that I was loving, and it's not so much the product itself, like yes, this does help your makeup stop looking powdery, but it doesn't, or let me just tell you what it is first. This is a Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Now, I do like this product for the mist and for the fact that it does really keep your face from looking too powdery if you've applied a little bit too much powder, because I've been known to do that. So anyways, that's why I really like this product. I haven't noticed it make like a longevity, like cause my makeup to last longer or anything like that, but for like maybe wetting an eyeshadow to make it pop more, or just setting the powder down, this is a really good powder. Okay, so 2 primers that I have been loving, and I can't say that I love these separately. I can't say that I love these on their own or with other primers, but this specific primer combo I have, oh my gosh, I have really been loving, you guys. And that is I've really been loving the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Primer and the Primer Essence, the Touch and Soul Prime Essence Blurring Primer, you guys, or the No Pore Bloom Touch and Soul No Pore Bloom Prime Essence Primer. These two together are just amazing. This one's really going to help your foundation just stick and adhere to your skin, whereas this one right here is going to cause some of that blurring effect without being a silicone primer and without feeling like it's going to clog your pores. Like, I don't know, you just kind of apply it and it kind of just closes your pores. So this together I have been loving for the month of August. Okay, you guys, so let's go ahead and I guess we'll go into a foundation. So what I've been loving for foundation this past month, and I just recently fell back in love with it, even mixing it with other foundations and even with it on its own, and that is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy Foundation. Like, I forgot how much like how poreless this can make your skin look. Also, while making it look healthy with really good coverage. You can even go lighter coverage with this. Just depends on how much you apply, and that's what I love about this, because I can use this on days where I want lighter coverage and I just need something to get out the door, or I can use this on days where I want to be more glam. And so yeah, I really do like this foundation. So the next thing that I was loving, and I know that this was in my favorites last month, but this one, it's in my favorites this month for a different reason. So this is the Juvia's Place concealer. For this month, it's been in my favorites because I've had quite a bit of breakouts and I don't know exactly what broke me out. I know right now I'm probably breaking out because it's that time of the month. So I've been using this to spot conceal and to prime my lids. And I let it sit there. When I'm spot concealing, I let it sit there for just a few seconds. And then I will go ahead and take a brush and just dab it out, and it covers it up beautifully. So you'll still be able to see the bump, obviously, but you won't see those red and purple tones peeking through underneath your foundation. So that's really what I've been loving this Juvia's Place concealer for. Now, just concealer in general, so for under the eyes and highlighting the face, one that I fell back in love with and I'm almost out debating on if I should purchase another one because I have so many concealers right now, but that is the Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer, and I have mine in the shade Light Beige. You guys, I really like this concealer. A little bit of this goes a long way, and this is gonna last you forever because I've had this for a while now. I don't even remember when I hauled it, but I've had this for a while now, and I don't know, it's just one of my all-time favorite concealers. I believe I've purchased that 2 or 3 times now. So yeah, you know it's a favorite when that happens. Okay guys, so I'm pretty sure the placement of the camera is different. I realized, luckily in time, that that my phone stopped recording, so luckily I didn't finish the entire video. It cut me off talking about 4 products. So here we go. Now, I was talking about brow products when it stopped recording, and one thing that I was really loving for more natural days, like the days where you just kind of need to fill stuff in, is my LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. I love it because you can get hair-like strokes with this because it is super precise. I have mine in the shade Dark Brown, and I believe they have quite a few shades for this. So, oh, mine is in the shade Blackest Brown. I'm sorry. So I have Blackest Brown just because I think Dark Brown was more red toned. I believe that's what it was. Like the shade below it was more red tone, but I didn't want to go to like the darkest color. So I got Blackest Brown, and that seems to be a good color for me. I have dark brown hair, as you can tell. Like I don't have any dye in my hair at all. This is just my natural color hair. It's kind of ashy because your girl got a lot of white hair. A lot of white hair. So yeah, and then in conjunction for my more glam days, I was really loving the LA Girl brow pomade, and I have this one. Oh, this is what I have in the shade Dark Brown. This I have in the shade Dark Brown, and you guys, a little bit of this goes a really long way. I love this because it's very movable, it's very creamy, but when it's in place and it sticks there. So you are able to get your hair-like strokes with this with the right brush. You're able to blend it out if you make a mistake, wipe it off if you get a little bit on your skin. I love this brow pomade. And for setting gel, I was really loving this Wonder Beauty brow gel. Still don't have no idea what it's called. All I know is that it's a brow gel. But yeah, I was like, oh man, I love this because how the tip is, since it's kind of tapered at the end, I can really go in and get really precise with my tail since it is skinnier, but then I'm not taking forever with the whole entire brush being tiny with my entire eyebrow, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Anyways, my next favorite is my Dollar General Beauty Sponge. Now this comes in a pack of 3. It comes in a pack with 2 smaller green ones and then this bigger black one. Now this one is very comparable to the e.l.f. sponge if you have that. Now the only difference is you can get full coverage with this sponge right off the bat, whereas with the e.l.f. sponge, I feel like you have to go in with a couple of layers. Also, this feels just as fluffy as the e.l.f. sponge, but it's a little bit more thick. I don't want to say dense because that sounds, but when you squeeze it compared to the e.l.f. sponge, like it just feels like there's a little more thickness to it. But like the texture is the same, only you get more coverage with this one. So like I said, this comes in a pack of 3 for $3.50, and the green sponges are just as good as this one. So I really do recommend that you guys try these out. Go to your Dollar General, see if you can find this pack of 3 sponges for $3.50. Okay, you guys, the next thing that I have been loving is my number 7 bronzer in the shade Maple. I haven't used this in a while, and for some reason I think I was doing a really light makeup look, and I was like, okay, I don't want an intense bronzer. And so I picked this up and I was like, ooh, okay, who is she? Why haven't I used you? But yeah, it looks really light in the pan. Like, it looks super duper light, and even when I apply it to my arm, like, you can't really see it. But for whatever reason, with the brush on top of your makeup, this shade actually works out beautifully. And my little sister, she's a couple of shades darker than me, and she can use the exact same shade. But yeah, I don't know, like, you guys can see, like, all the bronze that you guys see, like, that's this. Like, I didn't go in with anything else. There's nothing on top of this. Like, this is the only bronzer that I used. And I use it to contour, obviously, and just to bronze up the face. Like, this is the only thing I use. And I forgot to put on the lip product. I really have been loving this bronzer. So to kind of get to the point of wrapping up makeup, this is the thing before I talk about the next thing, then we're done with makeup. For makeup, I was loving the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder again. Like, you guys, I don't know what it, because these products came out at the same time. I don't know what it is about this combination that is just so beautiful on the skin. So if you haven't tried it and you're not too oily, you're kind of more like combo to normal, try this, like, and I mean combo, which is like dry normal. So if you lean more normal to dry, get this combo, try it out, and then thank me later and let me know how it works for you, because these were really good. Okay, so my last makeup thing is, I can't pick just one, but you guys, I've really been loving these e.l.f. Bite Size eyeshadow palettes. So this one's in Carnival Candy. I have this one in Hot Jalapeno, and then I have Cream and Sugar, and then pumpkin pie, and then I have rose water. So if I had to pick 2 for anybody to start out with, I would, if you have the money and you're able to start out with these, I would pick Cream and Sugar and pumpkin pie. Only because, like, I feel like you can't have these without one another, because I feel like these balance each other really out. Like, I just feel like they do. And also, I tried to use only the Cream and Sugar palette today, but this shade right here is way too warm tone for everything else in the palette. So I had to go in with my pumpkin pie palette and use this one right here. So I really like these eyeshadows, you guys. They're super great quality, super pigmented, super blendable, just all the things when it comes to eyeshadows for only $3. So if you are thinking about picking these up, I highly recommend pumpkin pie and Cream and Sugar to start out with. Then you can kind of go into like the more bolder ones that you would use from time to time. But if you're somebody who you just kind of do every single day makeup looks and you don't need an entire palette, I highly recommend pumpkin pie and Cream and Sugar. Okay, so now we're getting into some lifestyle favorites. You guys, I have a book review coming on this. So all I'm gonna say is go out, pick up this book, and read it. This book has taught me, here's what I love about this book. The reason this was a favorite for the month of August, obviously because I read it, but because it has you read entire chapters of books of the Bible throughout every chapter, and it has place for notes and ask you questions. And like it gives you, like it asks you questions and things like that you can have a notebook down and write it down, so it kind of sticks with you. So yeah, this was a really good book if you are a follower of God. And I don't just mean any God, I mean Yahweh, the Lord Most High. Pick up this book. So one food thing I have really been loving this month are these superfood smoothies. And I've also been loving, these are for protein, and I've also been loving the Pro Performance Protein from GNC in the banana and cream flavor, but I didn't feel like bringing that big old tub. But I've really been loving like protein shakes for breakfast. Now, Brian has been telling me, I've really been loving protein shakes, and Brian has been telling me for a long time, like, Allie, just drink a protein shake in the morning. You don't have to eat, because I'm somebody like, it's very hard for me to eat in the morning if it's not like a muffin or just like a snack. Like, I'm more of a snacker for the morning before it gets to lunch. So protein shakes have really been helping me like get in some nutrients, get in some calories, get in that protein, obviously, and just make sure that I'm meeting my calorie count for the day. Because what a lot of people don't tell you is that when you're trying to lose weight, you can't be in too much of a calorie deficit, or your body's going to hoard everything thinking that you're starving it. So you have to at least meet your certain amount of calories per day. Like mine changes throughout the day because I work out. So before I work out or anything, I need to eat, I think it's like right at 2,000 calories a day. And then as I work out, there's been days where it'll go up to even 3,000 calories, above 3,000 calories. So yeah, I use the MyFitnessPal app. Ooh, that should be my next favorite. So anyways, protein shakes are my first lifestyle favorite. My second lifestyle favorite is the MyFitnessPal app. If you are having if you are having a hard time either eating enough calories, so like you're not eating enough, or you're the complete opposite and you're eating way too much. For the longest time, I thought I was eating too much. Really, I was never meeting my calorie count. My issue was that I was eating too much of the wrong foods, or I was eating the wrong food. So I was eating too little, but it was also of the wrong foods. So MyFitnessPal has really helped me with that, you guys. I just use the free version. And then for my meals, I just get on Pinterest and I look up healthier options or just home cooked meals. Like, you guys, I know that people are like, oh, eating at home doesn't really make you lose weight. Well, okay, I could eat at home all day, every day, but if I'm not incorporating making sure that, I'm not eating hot Cheetos all day, cereal, just chips, crap, like just if I'm eating at home but I'm still eating like crap, my body's gonna look and feel like crap. So it really depends on what you eat, and the MyFitnessPal has really been helping me with that, as well as like recipes off of Pinterest. And you guys, I've lost 12 pounds since June 25th, because on June 25th, before my surgery, I was going back and forth between 246 and 248, and now I'm just going back and forth between 234 and 235. So you guys, I've lost 10 to 12 pounds, maybe even more, just off of that app. So it's really like just off of that app, like helping me with what I'm supposed to be doing and things like that. Now, if you're needing workouts, my favorite workouts for the month have been Sydney Cummings. Also another lifestyle favorite, you guys, because I started off slowly. Like even her 10-minute workouts, if you don't have a lot of time, her 10-minute workouts will have you busting that sweat that you need to sweat while burning 100 to 200 calories. So yeah, those are my lifestyle like workout favorites, are MyFitnessPal app, and check out Sydney Cummings. Now back to food. Something kind of really unhealthy is for whatever I couldn't figure out, but like from mid-August even till now, I have had an obsession with Snickers, and I go out and I buy this big bar. Every time I have a chance to go to the store, I'll buy like 2 packs of these. Now, I don't eat them both in the same night. It lasts me a couple of days, but I don't know. But now I know it's because I was about to start my period. But you guys, I have been loving Snickers. Like, I don't know. Let me know what your favorite candy bar is down below, because Brian would say Reese's or Reese's. How do you pronounce Reese's, by the way? Do you say Reese's or Reese's? Because I think it's Reese's, and even the commercial says Reese's. Anyways, I've been loving these candies, and I don't know. What's your favorite candy bar? Like, let me know. So now we can go ahead and get into a favorite song for the month. And my favorite song that I cannot stop listening to is The Blessing by Carrie Job and Kobe. I'll put his name on the screen because I can't pronounce the last name. And it's just such a beautiful song, you guys. Like, that song is just, it's so beautiful. It just reminds me of what the promise was that God had, because a part of the verses are like, may his presence go before you and behind you and beside you and your families and your children and their children and their children. And like that just, I'm about to cry thinking about it. But that reminder of what God has for us as believers and followers of him, that not only will we be blessed as the parents, but my children will be blessed, and my children's children and their children, for like just generations to come. My children will be blessed, all because I chose to say yes to God and to follow him. Like, that reminder is so beautiful, because if you know me, you know my number one fear is sending my kids out into the world. Like, this mama can't do it. Like, and it's not out into the world as in to survive on their own, is out into the world and to deal with the things of the world. Like that is my biggest fear, that I didn't train them up properly in the way of God to be able to resist the temptations of the world. So that reminder in that song just makes me want to cry all the time. So that is my favorite song. Check it out. I'll link it down below. And I'll even play a snippet right now.
And 1,000 generations, and your family, and your children, and their children, and their children. May his favor be upon you, and 1,000 generations, and your family, and your children, and their children, and their children. May his favor be upon you, and 1,000 generations, and your family, and your children, and their children, and their children. May his favor be upon you, and 1,000 generations, and your family, and your children, and their children, and their children. May his presence go before you, and behind you, and beside you, all around you, and within you. He is with you, he is with you in the morning, and the evening, in your coming, and your going, in your weeping, and rejoicing. He is for you, 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 he is for you. Amen.
And if you need just to get a good cry out, if you need to get a really good cry out to God, like you just need to bawl your little face off because time has gotten hard, just YouTube Carrie Job and just listen to her music. And you may not be able to sing because I couldn't hit a lot of them notes that she uses, that she hits, but if just Carrie Job for worship, I need an ugly cry to God music, like hit her up for that. But yeah, you guys, those are my favorites for the month of August. I didn't really watch a lot of TV because August was cray cray. But yeah, you guys, let me know of some good TV shows. I watched Shameless. We're all caught up on that. That's a really good show, but you have to know what you're watching and be able to discern to watch things like that. I'm excited for Power to come back on. I'm thinking about restarting. I just rewatched Gossip Girl during my recovery from my surgery, so I'm thinking about starting Vampire Diaries again because I also finished the originals and why I caught up on Legacies, which is the spin-off of originals, which is so crazy because there's Vampire Diaries, the originals is a spin-off from Vampire Diaries, and then Legacies is a spin-off from the originals. And I'm just so sad about originals. Like, I'm just so sad. Like, I still can't get over it. And then watching Legacies right after the originals, like, I just wanted to cry all the time. Knowing how the originals ended and then watching Legacies and just watching their daughter grow up, I'm just like, I don't know. Anyways, thinking about starting Vampire Diaries over again. Let me know if there's any new shows I should start, you guys. So with that being said, I love you guys, but always remember that Jesus loves you more. If you haven't already, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Also, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.